Jesus or Chase, take the wheel. This is, I think, a first for us.
No, I played Into the Breach on a Casual Monday before.
Via Parsec, right?
Yeah, that might be.
But
I've also shared my screen for Mario Kart before.
Yeah.
But I'm playing. See, it's me touching the buttons.
Chase
Yes.
is, so we're trying to pull his gameplay through Discord, and I think it looks okay. It might be a little. The game isn't like super high fidelity to begin with, so I think we're okay there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But Chase, you have not shut the fuck up, which is weird about a game. And
that's not very weird. I tend to not shut the fuck up generally.
But I'm excited because I do like this game, and I have been traveling and not in the best ways of playing it. So I don't think you've played anything else since you and I have been talking about Ball Pit. I feel like you've been in the pit of balls.
Yeah, I mean, I've still been playing my Fire Emblem ROM hack and my other little mobile games that I play. But outside of that, it's all ball.
I like a good ball. Yeah. You are taken. You are liking this game a whole lot.
I'm deep in the pit, man.
You're deep in the pit, and look, for good reason. We have played this game on Casual Monday, but probably not in a way that you're about to witness. So I have lots of questions. My first one is, how is somebody who is anti-city building cities in this?
Yeah, I'll show you here in a second. I do want to just give a slight spoiler warning, I guess, to anybody. I saw credits on this game earlier tonight before I started playing on the stream, and there will be some things that you'll see. Like, there's not really a story to this. A thing makes a big hole, makes a big pit, and you keep going down that pit. So I've gotten to the end of that.
You know what made the pit?
There was like a meteor kind of thing, but that's what you're kind of going to investigate is what's in there. This is not a story-heavy game, so don't worry about any story spoiler stuff here, but there will be some mechanical spoilers, some things that I think are super rad in this game that you don't necessarily see from the very beginning. So I do want to give just a little bit of warning that if you really want to go in blind, and I'm not going to suggest that you do, but I'm going to say it was really cool when I had some of these things happen to me and I got to experience them myself. So if you want to jump out, I understand. Bobby can't do that. He is stuck here with me.
I'm here
in the pit.
I'm in the pit, baby. Let's see it. So you've been warned.
All right.
Spoilers if you don't want them, but you're watching somebody play a video game, so I think you're probably okay with it.
So here's my city, Bobby. Here's Pittsburgh.
Wow.
I didn't name it. It's just
that's a big one.
It is. You start with
up
just
there, right?
one of these squares.
Yeah. Open. And you can zoom in?
Yes, I can zoom in. You can zoom way in.
Cool.
So this is like the first plot you get is right around here. Okay. And you can place these buildings wherever you want. Let's go to rearrange. So you can rearrange these buildings more or less however you want. And that's made it a lot better than something like Loop Hero for me. Loop Hero felt like I was locked into those structures when you put one down, and I didn't feel like I was doing it correctly, and then I felt like it was just cascading to worse and worse stuff. But Ball Pit says, no, if you want to, I could even move all these things in one.
We're playing this on the Switch, by the way, for anybody
That's correct.
watching.
We are playing this on a Switch 2. It does say that it was running at 60 frames, but it's a Switch.
And there is allegedly a Ball Pit Switch 2 update coming, I think, in November. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what Devolver is going to do on distributing those if you've purchased the game, but that's coming.
I've heard that it's a free update.
Oh,
but
awesome!
I don't
that's
know
what it should be.
It's updating.
That's great.
But also, I have not had any issue with the way this game performs. So take that as you will. But this is one aspect of it. This is your city. You get some buildings that upgrade your ability to play the roguelike game. These are all resources that you get to put down and
that's your farm.
Gathering stuff like that. Yeah, that's your farm.
And your city
it is time to harvest, so I can show you.
Yeah, let's do it.
What harvesting is like. Harvesting, you see at the bottom of the screen here, I'm able to kind of do my trajectory I've got all these rocks in the way, but they'll clear out as soon as I hit them. But I can just shoot my guys, and they all just bounce around the screen.
That's awesome.
And collect a bunch of resources and help build buildings, construct buildings. So then you can upgrade the buildings more. So this upgrade, I've got plenty.
This is the only persistent part of the game, correct?
Yes. Well, yes and no. Like yes, but the buildings that you get here will give stat boosts.
Yeah.
That will be in the actual game when you play it. So there is kind of some persistence in the roguelike game, but it's persistence you get through this stuff of building buildings.
I'm having some really crazy deja vu to when we did quick looks, and you would be driving and I'd be asking questions. It's very, very much that right now.
Yeah, I'll bet. All right. You want to play, Bobby?
Yeah, I would love to.
All right. So let's select a character.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've got them all at this point. So all the characters have something semi-special about them, except for the warrior, the one you start with. His thing, he doesn't have any special gameplay quirks. But you've got characters like the embedded, who his balls pierce through enemies until they hit a wall, so you can use that. And they all start with a special ball. So the warrior starts with this bleed ball, and the embedded starts with this poison ball. But lots of different guys that you can pick. And then I like this where they try to incentivize you to try other characters by saying, hey, this one gets you more gold on this run. So maybe you want to try this guy. But I've already beaten the game with all, or beaten each level with this guy. So I want to try somebody different.
Do you have a favorite?
But I guess, kinda. There are lots of characters I like. Why don't we show off? I'll show off the Itchy Finger. He's the second one you get. So I'm going to choose him.
I have him.
Yeah, he's the second one, so I would expect you to. Bobby, here comes the first gameplay cool thing that happens. I'm going to hit select on this guy.
Yep.
Do you want a partner?
Whoa.
Yeah, baby. So yeah, I want a partner, and you just get to pick any one of the guys, except there are some that are locked out because they apparently don't play well with the other person, so they just lock them out.
Go get that creepy 2-person.
Yeah, you want the couple, the cohabitants?
Yeah.
All right, sure. We'll select them. So they start with the brood mother and burn, and we'll start it off.
How's this gonna work?
Let's start on the first level here, just the boneyard, so I can give you an idea. Yep, no, I've already done that. Yep, it's fine. I'm sure I want to continue. Just showing some stuff off. So let's go into the pit.
How have you played this? Percentage-wise, docked or handheld?
I played it handheld for an evening for a few runs, and it hurt my eyes because the reading was really tiny. The text was small. The rest of it I've played on a TV in docked mode, and I've had a great time.
Okay.
Okay. So we have special balls here. We've got a fireball, and we've got the brood mother. And what you get here is you get extra balls as you play, and some of those balls have the ability to merge and fuse with the ones that you currently have selected. So and once you make a fusion, the game tells you, hey, if you ever want to make this fusion again, it just shows you, did you know fire and ice can fuse together? Did you know bleed and brood mother can fuse together?
Okay.
So it gives you some of those ideas. I'm going to take vampire because I just like having the extra health. And then you also have passive upgrades. I've also unlocked the ability to get some of these things before a run even starts, so that's why I'm seeing these.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. So we'll take. I've never actually used the protective charm before, so we'll just take that and see what it's like. All right, stuff's already happened.
Jesus.
So I'll slow it down a little bit so you can see it. So the guy on my left, on the left here, is the Itchy Finger, and he's ability
like
is
your main character in this.
Well, they're both the main characters here, but he's just the first one I picked. So he's got the ability to throw balls a little faster, and the cohabitants, their thing is that each of them does half damage, but they each shoot out balls. So you get double the balls, and so I'm getting double the balls at a higher rate.
With some at half the damage.
At half the damage, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I could select a passive, but I've also gained the ability through buildings that I've put up to banish things for a run. So I don't, if I say, oh, I don't want this mirror, like this mirror is not going to be very helpful to me, I can banish it for this run, and it won't show up again.
Oh, that's smart.
So if I'm trying to get certain combinations, I can at least keep some things from ruining my stuff. I can also have a handful of me too. I also have a handful of free rerolls that I can do, and then once I exhaust those, I can start paying for them with the money I've made in each run.
That shit reminds me of Balatro.
Yeah, totally. I think there's a lot that this game learned from Balatro, 100%. So I'm going to take a free reroll because I would like another ball. Do I really want poison? Yeah, I can take poison. Also, I've got another upgrade that lets me start these balls all at level 2 when I collect them. So they're stronger than they would be. They can go up to 3 levels.
Yeah.
God, I'm gaining levels so fast. But all of your boosts, all of your equipment things can go up to 3 levels, and then you can fuse some of those together once they're all at level 3. All right,
can I really quick?
Yeah.
Have you broken this game more than we've broken Monster Train?
Because
I just feel like that's what we're doing right now. We're just breaking this.
I think this game is a little bit better at stopping you from breaking it than
Monster Train.
Monster Train is. I think there are limits on this.
That's fair.
I think the reason we're cutting through this is because I'm starting on the very first level with end game characters that have all their boosts already. So
you've mastered the blade at this point in time.
I guess so. We'll finish up the Broodmother here and get her ready.
Let's see it.
Get her ready.
And like this is gameplay wise, like 45 seconds. It feels like so far.
Yeah. So you also get to aim when you have the 2 people, though. You aim in both directions. So I can.
Okay. It's just
mirroring.
I can
choose to focus fire, or I can choose to hit them off the wall. I like hitting them off the wall because you get extra bounce,
of course.
And then that spirally thing, that's what you get. That's what you collect to make one of your evolutions or fusions. So we will evolve. We've got the vampire. We've got the broodmother put together. You get the mosquito king. So he spawns this mosquito that
my wife would hate this.
But you get a bunch more health out of this, or much more possibility.
What's the difference between fusion and evolution?
Fusion puts two balls together and just has both of them do their thing.
Okay.
Evolution is a new type of ball.
Okay.
Which in this one is the Mosquito King.
So now we got skeeters out there.
Yeah. Let's upgrade Mosquito King.
Cool.
This is just.
And you've gotten every ball in this game, correct?
I've gotten every ball, and I've done every combination of ball. I haven't done every single combination of passive.
Okay.
But I'm close.
Are you trying to 100% it?
Yeah, that I would love to. There's just feels like there's some like getting some of these is a little difficult. Okay, here's one you haven't seen before, because you get some of these equips later in the game once you unlock more characters. So Charm's pretty cool. You can charm the enemy so they walk up the board and attack enemies instead of coming down at you, which is kind of cool. And then this synergizes with fire to make Berserk. So maybe we'll get Berserk and we can see more about that.
How I've seen the first boss a few times.
Yeah.
How do they scale? Like, what's the in-game boss comparatively?
I would say each boss kind of has their own unique idea to them. That it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. I have to play it in this slightly different way. I would really like to finish Charm.
Also, is there a reason you're not picking up the spiral thing?
Yes, because I'm trying to get max on both of these things, because the spirals are the only ways you can evolve a weapon.
Oh, got it.
So I want to upgrade my weapons fully before I go grab a spiral so I can get the evolution. So I'm trying to get this one level to upgrade Charm, and it's taking all my rerolls. There we go. Okay. So we'll take this. Now I have Charm and Fire at level 3. I can do the evolution and make Berserk. So now each hit of this ball specifically has a 30% chance of causing enemies to go Berserk, and Berserk will do a bunch of damage.
Yeah, Berserk seems pretty good.
Yeah, Berserk's not bad.
What's your favorite mechanic so far, or ball, or whatever?
Man, I really like
What's your 2 pair for this run?
Yeah, I like Swamp, which is poison and earth put together.
Okay.
That one's pretty cool. It's kind of like an earthquake um, and poison damage, so you get a lot of AOE poison stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
And Berserk is especially good with the cohabitants because you get 2 of those balls. So even though they're doing less damage, they have more opportunities to make enemies Berserk. So that's one of the nice things about that. Let's go for Light. Sure. Light's fun. Light blinds enemies. So you see they've got that little
they're fucked up,
little
man.
eyeball symbol. Yeah, they aren't really the enemies aren't really coming further down the screen. Maybe I'll try the New Game Plus one to see if I can.
What? Oh, is that just scaled?
I imagine so. I haven't tried one yet, but I imagine they live a little bit longer than this.
You're melting them.
Yeah, I'm certainly doing that. You shouldn't be able to clear the field as often and easily as I've been doing here. All right, so what happens in this game is that they'll open up the field a little bit to have these mini bosses. You'll see on the right side of the screen there that there's I have that red exclamation point. That means I'm in with this mini boss, who's that big guy in the back. And then I'll fight another mini boss later in this level, and then the final boss there at the end. So 3 boss fights. Each of these mini bosses puts down a guaranteed swirly evolution thing.
Good.
So that's one you know you're going to get. So
that's
you can
nice
kind of plan for it around. Here's another one I really like. It's Poison and Cell, which makes Virus. Virus is pretty cool. You can actually get Virus through a couple of different combinations.
What do you get from that? Is it just like a damage over time?
It's a damage over time like the Poison, but it does more of like big AoE poisons that continue to damage enemies. We'll see if okay, let's go up to level 3 with this, and now I can get this and I can show you. Applies a stack of disease to units.
Oh yeah,
and can get higher stacks of that than poison can. So it deals more damage per second than poison does, and it stacks. And the enemies have a chance to pass on that
virus,
those stacks of disease to other opponents.
That seems very good.
Yeah, it's just kind of like poison but better.
Yeah, walking
like
poison.
Yeah. Let's finish out Light, so then we can find something that works with Light.
Man, there's been some good games this year.
I have. And then you see at the top right part of the screen, actually maybe you can't, maybe it's cut off, but you're able to speed this up a little bit.
Oh,
so this is what this is at highest speed. Let's just do regular upgrades here.
Oh, I think that our stream does have the bar cut off because it did resize it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Do you want me to fix that really quick, or you think it's okay?
And I mean, if you want, yeah.
All right, this is gonna look weird for a second, everybody. We're just pulling this from Discord. Give me 1 second. Let's do this. Reset. There we go. Sorry, buddy. Hang tight.
Good.
We will get there. Can you keep the gameplay going for a second? So, you're picking shit out.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. You're good. We'll do that. And almost there. Transform. Hey, that's looking better.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, cool. Sorry, I just realized that when you're talking about the sidebars and I looked at the stream.
All right, so here's one of the other things you can do is once you have 2 fully upgraded weapons, like I've got the Berserk and the Mosquito King and the Virus right now, you can fuse those 2 together.
Oh, so you're just like making more room while keeping your perks.
Yes, which is also a nice thing that I feel like a game like Vampire Survivors doesn't do.
You get locked into it.
You get locked into things, and you eventually get locked into things here too, but I feel like you get a better opportunity.
A little bit more flexibility. This is cool.
what I think is going to happen here, I don't know if I've done this combination before. I'm going to do Berserk and Virus. And I think what's going to happen is that
they're going to be sick and pissed.
Like, but I think when the enemies share stacks of disease, they also might share the Berserk quality as well.
Fun.
So we'll see if that's what that does.
And look at him.
Virus Berserk. So applies a stack of disease. Yeah. And then each hit has the 40% chance. So we'll see if it actually works that way.
Right.
Sometimes you can get some really broken combinations
where you're able to
way. Like turn things that would do giant single target damage, but you put it on an AoE thing. So now you're just doing giant AoE damage to everybody. It can get pretty nuts.
Also, when we get back to the gameplay, there's a blue bar that looks to be filling up on the left.
Yes, that's your experience.
Your left? Okay.
In a Vampire Survivors way, all these gems that are on the ground, when I collect those, that goes up. And then when that bar fills up all the way, that's when I'm getting a level up.
And the right is the level progression.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's try to get one more level before I pick up that.
Swirly.
Yeah.
Damn. A lot going on.
There we go. Okay. We'll take laser horizontal, and now we can get this, and we can evolve it into laser beam.
That's the Death Star. So this one's everybody.
Yeah, kind of. This one's pretty cool. It's just going to start shoving red death all over the screen.
It's entrapment.
Yeah, something like that.
The entrapment ball. Oh, that's totally
so
entrapment.
Anytime you see all those red beams,
that's entrapment.
That's just.
God.
Yeah, this is going okay.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
You're doing a lot of that Berserk and poison or viruses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to watch when the ball hits that spread. It's moving so quick, but you see a little bit of it.
Right, and seeing the color of it. Yeah, the Berserk status doesn't really matter because they're all dying before they can hurt an enemy.
100%.
Let's level up the beam.
And you can skip shit too, right? You don't have to take anything if you don't want to. Correct.
I do have to take something.
Okay,
so at the very beginning, you can skip the original one. Yeah, but they make you take something. So do I have something that works with fire? I already have Berserk. I don't really need a second Berserk. Here we go. Wind. Wind's good. I can make Inferno.
The cyclones out there?
It's just the same ball, but it spreads the burn damage from the fire a little more easily.
Yeah. Damn, this is crazy. Oh, I need to listen to make sure the audio's coming through. Damn, this is crazy. All right, that's maybe I'll turn that up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that sounds better. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So as you watch the stream, anything that's a red color, that's from the laser beams. Anything that's orange is from the fire burn damage. The purple is our virus / Berserk. And there's a yellowy brown number. That's also the disease. That's the damage over time that the disease is doing. But there's also bright yellow with an exclamation point. Those are critical hits that I'm getting.
You're just getting crits almost every time.
Yeah, well, one of the passives I have is that little knife. That's that knife shows that anytime I hit an enemy from their left side, it has a higher percentage chance to do a critical hit.
All right, and you're always hitting from the side now.
Yeah, I can pretty easily hit things from the sides. Another evolution. Let's get that Inferno. Applies a stack of burn every second to all enemies within a 2-tile radius, and it lasts for.
So they'll be burnt, berserked, and diseased.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, it's not,
bad day to be in the pit. I mean, I think this borrows from a lot of stuff, but it still feels pretty damn unique.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be really easy to just say this is Loop Hero meets Vampire Survivors, and you wouldn't be far off.
Yeah.
But I also think that this game just does some really cool stuff to the point that I think I might like it better than both of those games.
I mean, I think it would definitely pass Vampire Survivor for me. I don't know if it would. I mean, I could see it passing Loop Hero for sure, based off what I'm looking at here. If this is where it goes, like, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think it seems like a fair game for the most part. Like, I know you are.
I'd agree.
You're like stuck to a build dice roll, but at the same time, it's like there's a lot of solid options. Like, you can catch a rough build, it seems like, and still do pretty good.
Yeah, and you start out with only 5 slots for balls or 4 slots for balls and 4 slots for passives. I've gotten upgrades that allow me to get an extra slot, which gives me more flexibility in making the types of combinations that I'm looking for. All right, boss fight time.
This is the skeleton, right?
Yes.
I like the skeleton.
I think I've also been keeping this on auto fire the whole time, but I can see if I can turn that off.
Oh, then you're clicking or pulling the trigger?
Yeah, that's speed. Which one is the auto fire?
Seems like it's slowing down.
Yeah, I did slow the game way down, but I don't remember which is the button for the auto fire to turn off. That's fine. All right, we'll just turn it on.
And this is the boss where the back of the boss is where the damage needs to be done,
you
correct?
can only do damage on the crown.
Yeah.
So this character's pretty good at that because you're able to get more shots at it.
How's the shield been working for you?
This is the first time I tried it. I don't think that was the first time I got hit. This character, or this combination of characters, is also a little difficult because with 2 characters on screen, you get more surface area to get hit.
Oh, fair.
And when you play with these 2, they go horizontally. But if you play with normal 2 characters, they'll go vertically. So that gives you a little bit.
Look at me picking weird shit for us, not even knowing it.
Yeah. So you get a little breakdown of your combination of stuff and how much damage each thing did. That's kind of cool. I like that. So then you return to your base, come back up from the pit, and you get to harvest again for free.
When you get done with the harvesting, can you go through your character selection and let me see which character has the most accumulated?
Yeah, I think I have the ability to do that.
The warrior, I think, was level 15. I just saw.
Okay. All right, got some resources. Anything needs to be upgraded, you can hold the left trigger and see if there's things that need to be upgraded still. They'll be in blue. So I can upgrade some stuff.
This is a weird game for me to hear is being played with the controller based off of my time where it's like...
I would say initially I thought that controller was going to be really detrimental to playing this game, that having the precision of a mouse was going to be necessary. I don't think so. I mean, you might miss out on a little efficiency, but for the most part, I think you're totally okay.
Right on.
All right. Warriors 13, Itchy Fingers 15, 14, 12, 13, 14, 11. Anything higher than 15? Probably not, I bet. Yeah.
So 15's the top?
Yeah, Itchy Fingers is the one I've used the most.
Okay.
All right, you want to see something real fun, Bobby?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm going to pick 2 characters that have been a good combination when I just want to chill out.
Sure.
Here's the Radical. He plays the game for you.
Plays what? Wait, what?
He just plays the game for you. So there's also this guy, the Cogitator. He chooses upgrades.
Well, hang on. Go back.
Yeah.
Pick the Radical.
Yeah.
And then pick that guy.
You can't. Yeah, because the Radical already does what this guy does, so they won't let you double up on it like that.
All right.
But what it does do, this is the combination I like. The Tactician. Battles become turn-based, Bobby.
What?
What if I just pick these guys? Let's go. I don't want to go to the final level, but let's go to the second to last level.
Okay.
Let's also play on fast, I guess, because that counts slightly differently.
What the fuck?
And now, Bobby, here's the controller. Putting it down. Let's see what he does. We'll just let him play the game. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit so we can see. So they move. He aims. And each turn, the enemies come down the screen a little bit. And then you can move and fire again.
This is basically a clicker at this point.
Yeah, kind of. This has been my go-to. So I like the Tactician. I've played the Tactician a couple times without the Radical, so I'm actually making the decisions in the turn-based battles.
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting. It's okay. It kind of reminds me of Hold Down a little bit, which, one of my favorite games, so I'm not opposed to that. But I've often found myself when I'm playing Ball Pit to actually be wanting to play Ball Pit, and so I don't always want to play as the Tactician. So when I don't, the Radical's a great one to choose with the Tactician because I just don't have to play the game. And you know what? He does a pretty damn good job.
And you get idle shit for that.
Yeah.
So in theory, you could have the Tactician with all the other characters doing runs while you're at work.
No, because the runs only go every 15 minutes, and then you have to re-up it. So it doesn't play the game that much. But it is pretty good, if I'm watching the World Series.
Yeah.
Like I am right now. That if I'm ever watching the World Series and go this is really interesting, I'd rather watch the game right now. But I can still just let the Radical do his thing with any character. But it's nice with the Tactician because sometimes I'm not in the mood to play as the Tactician.
Who's winning?
Yeah. So what I can also tell you about
No. Who's winning the World Series?
Oh, I think it's tied.
Okay.
Both the series is tied and the game that's being played right now is tied. But one of the things that's interesting about this level, we just killed one of the characters, but there are certain enemies that will trap one of your balls, and they won't let go of it until you kill them. So if you invest too high into a single ball, if you evolve a couple balls down into just a single really good one, if that gets trapped, well then you're kind of screwed, and you have to really focus on that enemy to grab it. So you see it's about to die, but that too long piece is the one that has a hand, and you'll see that it grabs a ball.
Oh.
So you can see which one it's taken to. But it's also got these little fairy rabbit things. They actually can hover above the screen.
By the way, is this fully out or is this game preview early access?
Oh, this is out. This is out. They don't put games like that on Switch.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Cool.
So there you go. You see the ones that are two stacked, and they've got their claws there.
Yep.
They've each one grabbed just a normal ball for this one, but this character's playing with fewer balls at the moment.
This game is something, man.
It's cool. When I got the second character ability, I thought, "Whoa, holy shit, this is amazing," and it is. And then when I got the Tactician and went, "Oh God, they've thought about how to play this game in a turn-based way." That's also nuts.
Makes sense though, right?
It does, yeah. It's a totally radical way of playing the game. It's pretty cool. And then getting the Radical at the end, where he just plays the game for you. It just kind of feels like they more or less thought of everything.
Do you think that there was ever a co-op mode?
I bet that would be pretty cool. I don't know. I wonder.
If they can do co-op on Vampire Survivor, I would imagine they can do it with this.
I would think so.
Yeah. So you haven't had to touch anything, right? It's just doing its thing.
Hands off.
It's great.
Yep.
It's wild.
It's super cool.
Yeah. it's interesting to see like the mechanics at play. Like this game knows it knows its limitations. It knows its calculations. It knows where the ball's going and what it's going to do.
It also, so it's not completely infallible, but it's pretty smart. And one of the things that's been nice is either playing as the radical or playing as that philosopher guy who also chooses the upgrades for you. That one's interesting in that if you do,
you definitely are touching it.
Definitely wasn't touching the controller. So it's fun to have one of those two characters going because sometimes they will choose a combination that you weren't aware was a combination. Because the computer's smart enough to know, hey, I'm going for an evolution here, and so I want to pick the things that give me an evolution. And if that's an evolution you haven't discovered yet, the game just doesn't tell you what those are. But if the AI mode is just playing, sometimes it'll just figure one of those out for you. I think I had that happen once to me.
It's fascinating. Like, it's also just a cool way to kind of see. I mean, at this point in the game, you've already seen a lot of shit. But for me, like, if it was like, oh, you can learn and watch and see some of this and kind of understand patterns and that shit about them catching the ball.
I would say the tactical mode especially is a great way to learn how some of this stuff works. In that, okay, you know, once you can break it down into single turns, it's less about just keeping up with the craziness that's going on screen and more about considering how you should be playing. Like seeing how the computer decides in this to, you know, bank something off the wall to give you to get your balls behind the enemy to do a bunch more damage. Seeing how they use piercing balls like the sandstorm one they've got here, and how that plays in addition to some of the other balls that you have that will still bounce.
Cool.
I'm going to speed this up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the one behind the boss. Is that a boss or a mid boss?
Mm-hmm. That's a mini boss. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got 3 hands, so it's going to steal 3 of my balls, and it stole the sandstorm one.
What's been the average length of a level for you?
They all go about 15 minutes. This is actually I think they're supposed to go about 15 minutes. And then the final boss can take
That feels
longer.
like a really good time.
It is a pretty good time. Yeah. And even though you're getting better at the game, this is something that I had a problem with Hades on, is that I loved Hades, and I especially loved Hades when I first started playing it. Oh, I'm just playing it for 20 minutes a run, and I'm feeling like I'm getting cool stuff and learning stuff, and that's really fun. And then you'd get stronger and stronger and get more health and can go further in the game, and then every run was taking an hour, hour and a half. I'm like, okay,
And they didn't have a way to save mid-run, right?
I mean, on the Switch, you could just turn it off and it saves it that way.
Oh, yeah.
But no, you're not actually saving it. I don't know if they had an actual save feature, but it wasn't the. I love Hades. I still think it was my game of the year that we gave it to Final Fantasy VII Remake, even though I also love that game. But
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, I guess so. But I did feel like something was lost when I really liked the snappy 20-minute runs, and not having that anymore. Every run was an hour and a half guaranteed at that point, unless I really messed up. That made it a little less fun to jump into one of those games. Whereas these, no matter how good or bad I've gotten, every run lasts about 12 to 15 minutes. And it just keeps it snappy, and it keeps it addictive. I've gone to bed multiple times in the last couple of weeks at 4 a.m. Or later, and you just get to this point of, well, I just unlocked this character, I might as well do a run and see what they're about. And okay, well, now I've seen what they're about, but I'm right about to get this building, and I can just grab this building real quick. And I unlocked a new level, I'm going to do that. Or I haven't tried this combination yet. I bet that would be cool. It really is. And so I've just found myself continuing to play this game until I've seen credits. Which now I've seen credits there are still some combinations that I haven't done to finish out the levels, and they do give you a new game plus mode. We'll try that after this finishes here.
I've been playing a run-based game that I think also respects your time pretty well so far, and that's Absolem.
Absolem, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that thing is fucking slick. If you are, I mean, obviously in a year where you've got Hades 2 out there, it's tough for a lot of people, but that is a very cool, it's a beat 'em up.
Yeah, Bobby, have you beaten the Underking yet in Absolem?
I've gotten to him a lot.
Okay.
He's tough.
I hear he's quite tough.
Yeah, I've gotten him probably to 60% health. And I usually have 30 to 25% health by the time I get to him. I've unlocked one additional character, so I can play as 3 different people on that now. And I think there's 3 more to unlock. I'm really enjoying it though. If you like the banter and kind of the lore building of Hades, but maybe beat 'em up style, this is for you. The walls moving is awesome. It reminds me of like the movie theater when the previews are over. It's like, okay, cool, we'll give you the full screen now. Is this a biblically accurate angel?
Maybe.
I thought I saw something about like gates of heaven.
Yes, yeah, we are. Well, this guy's called the Lord of Owls, so I don't know if he's necessarily an angel.
Who?
But we are in like a heaven themed area.
What is the boss mechanic here, by the way? What are they doing?
The boss flies sometimes, so it just is unhittable for a bit. Right now, it's still on the ground, but it'll fly here at some point. I also like watching the AI play because it just barely, yeah. Okay, now it's flying, so now the balls don't hit it. Still not playing. Still not touched the controller.
That's nuts. How many hours would you say you have in this?
I think we can check. But I don't know. Maybe
over 100?
No. I don't think this game has that much content for 100 hours. I mean, maybe it does with the new game plus stuff, but I think under 30, maybe even under 20.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I think it's working out okay. I don't know how well this would work for a game that's a little bit more visually sharp the way that we're playing it tonight, but I think it's working pretty well.
You mean streaming it the way we are?
Mm-hmm. I'd probably have you go through Parsec if we were doing something like Mario Kart or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that thing bleeding?
Yes. One of the balls, I think it's the Vampire Lord that we have.
Oh, yeah.
Is putting a bleed effect on the enemy.
I see that.
Yeah, you can see when they bleed, you can see when they're poisoned, you can see when they're burned, charmed, blinded. There's a lot of stats effects in here.
Didn't they, like in the advertisement for the game, say something about like how many, there's like an absurd amount of combinations in this game, right?
Yeah. Not every...
I think it's on their Steam page. Let me pull that up and find out.
Not every 2 weapons has a combination, which is honestly maybe my most disappointing thing about this game, is that it feels like there are so many combinations that why wouldn't there just be a combination for everything, right?
Right.
There are more combinations than there aren't. So, I don't know, just make more. or like the way that Virus works, is like just make more of them viable if you put 2 together.
There's 50 balls. And oh wait, no, it went from 50 to 60 on their trailer.
And there also aren't that many passive evolutions. There's only like 4 or 5 in the game, which is a little weird considering how many there are for the weapons. So,
how's their mega evolution?
There are, so you joke, but there are some weapons that evolve. There's 2 specific. There's 3, 4. God, there's a couple of weapons that you can get that require you to make an evolution of an evolution, and those get kind of nuts. Some you can kind of intuit, like there's like a spider, and there's a mosquito, and there's another like little creepy crawly guy, and if you have all 3 of those together, well, you can make a big creepy crawly guy.
Weird.
Yeah. You can also just make Satan. Satan is a ball evolution that you can get.
Nice.
Yeah. I only got him once because you needed a very specific combination to get him. What's he do?
Yeah.
I think he like charms he berserks everything, and he does vampire stuff. He does a lot of fucking stuff.
But I think he's a busy man.
And I think he burns too. I think he burns, and he just
eternally.
does it to all.
Eternally.
He just does it to all enemies on the screen the whole time.
And good people too, if you follow what they do with their lives.
Yeah.
Speaking of mega evolution, for alligator.
Yeah.
Did you see their evolution?
I've seen only a couple of mega evolutions. Okay. I've seen Mega Starmie. I've seen Mega Victor Bell. I've seen Dragonite.
The way they show it off, they are dumb.
I bet they are. Don't you also have to do the multiplayer ranked matches or something to get the megas of the starters?
No. I don't know if you end up getting the other 2 starters somehow in the game. I haven't figured that out yet. You get your starters mega evolution pretty early, like kind of after they take you off the rails. Okay. What I was going to say is, like, if you look at the image of him with it looks like he has like a big red like leaf behind his head. He has the red spikes going up his back.
Yeah.
But it looks like a giant red leaf. The thing is, that's just a fucking mask, Chase. It is literally Totodile's face shape that goes over his, so when it makes him look like a giant version of Totodile with like a red face. And
I don't know how I feel about that.
It looks way better than the promo images of him having it kind of like pulled back like a hood. Yeah. So anyway, that one is included. There are, I don't quite know how the DLC ones work, and I don't quite know how the ranked matches ones will work when it comes to the mega evolution stones, because it's tied to, like, after every major story beat, you have to go and kill or capture 3 mega evolutions happening, like they call them rogue mega evolutions. Okay. And after you beat them, you get their stone. So they make it pretty easy to get those stones, and then you can buy, there's like 2 places that you can use one of the 2 in-game currencies to buy stones if you choose to do so. But most of that I've gotten so far have come from the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bobby, I think we've got time for one more. I'm going to try to play as the physicist, who I really like, because
Doc
balls
Brown
are affected by gravity. So from the back of the screen, so he can his guys can bounce quite a bit. And then his combination.
I wouldn't have thought so based off of the way he looked as age-wise.
Let's see, who else do we want? Let's go for. Okay, let's do. He's probably pretty good with the Repentant, whose balls deal 5% more damage each time they bounce. But when they hit the back wall, they return to the player. So the balls are going to be gravitated towards the back, and then when they hit the back, they'll come right back to us. So that's a pretty good combo. All right, let's do Boneyard New Game Plus and see what happens. This is the first time I'm seeing any of this, so I don't know if this will be way harder or what.
I like it. I'm here for it.
This gives us a couple different options, so let's go with that.
I do like the art. It is Loop Hero adjacent, in my opinion.
And let's go with the magic staff, I guess.
That's just like a stream of balls.
And here, I'll slow it down so you can see, like, now they see how this arcs instead of being straight.
Oh yeah.
But the balls just kind of keep bouncing instead of coming all the way back down.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
It's like when you barely hit the paddle in pinball.
Yes. This is a really good, interesting combination with the tactician too, because you can place balls and just watch them continue to bounce on enemies that way. Let's banish the breastplate. I don't really like the armor. And let's banish the amulets.
Get them out of here. Gabbage.
And I want to roll again. Yeah, let's finish up ice.
let's get rid of it altogether.
All right. Enemies are lasting a little longer than before. Oh, I do like a lightning rod. This is a pretty good combo.
Is that do chain?
It sticks a lightning rod in an enemy that it hits, and then it does damage over time for anything that's been stuck with it. So once we get iron and lightning put together here, maxed, I can show you. There we go. Evolution. So yeah, plants a lightning rod in enemies it hits. Those enemies are struck by lightning every 3 seconds, dealing a bunch of damage.
Nice.
And nearby enemies.
Does it stay?
It stays until it dies. Yeah.
All right.
But they're also dying pretty fast. So you can kind of see that lightning rod. It's under the blinding. It's like a little stick that's coming out of them.
Love it.
Yeah. What other? Let's get rid of this. Reroll. Could do another lightning. Yeah, let's do another lightning. Flash is actually a really good one for this guy, because Flash deals a little bit of damage to all enemies on screen every time it bounces. So it's really good with this combo because it just keeps bouncing. You get a lot more.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I've already maxed it out. So the next swirl I get is going to give us flash, which will be real nice.
That is cool.
Yeah, we're still just kind of cleaning them up.
Walk me through where you're at playing this. So do you think you're going to round the corner on it? Do you see yourself firing this thing up, or is it kind of like you've seen what it needs to do?
I want to finish the last level with every character,
okay.
which I've almost done, and I want to also max out all the buildings, which you can, except for a set that are infinite, because they just give you extra stat boosts on your characters. That's probably a New Game Plus thing. And then I'd like to see all the combinations and fill out the encyclopedia, which I'm really close to. Here, I can open up the encyclopedia, and you can see here are all the balls. I've got them all. Cool. And then here's all the passives. And so there's some that I don't have. I don't have whatever this is. I think it's a combination of... Oh, wait, no. I just haven't picked that one up yet, because that's the corset thing. I've got that one unlocked. I've just never picked it up yet. But there are some combos that I haven't got, so I don't know what that is, or a couple of these are. So I've still got a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I guess 6 for that corset that I've never picked up. So 6 more combinations to get. Let's do... The gem spring. So see this thing that I'm hitting right now.
Yes, I do. In the front.
So that's one of my units now. It just stays there, but it continues to travel down the screen.
Weird.
You can't kill it, but every time you do enough damage to it, it will spit out some more experience. So that's getting that thing is a really great way to get a ton of experience.
Is it kind of like a loot goblin in a way?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But it just kind of continually spits out those gems. So it's a really great way to get a bunch of experience, and you'll get more of them. So I got a second one on the field too. Ooh, Overgrow is pretty good. Oh, I might be able to get one of my favorite combinations, Bobby.
What's your favorite?
Overgrow. It's Overgrow and Flash. So Overgrow, I'll tell you what I'll show you what Overgrow is once I unlock it. But it does. Oh, I could have gotten the corset there and gotten that one taken care of. But so the Overgrow deals a bunch of damage. Wow, this boss is taking a lot.
I'd say so.
There we go. Got him. Oh damn it! I wasn't quite there at the end. Okay, I gotta. Oh, there's another swirly. We're all good.
Cool.
Okay, so Overgrowth applies a stack of Overgrowth, and if you get 3 stacks, it deals a big ton of damage in a 3x3 square. So I'm gonna get this, which is already really good, especially with the guy I have who just gets a bunch of extra bounces. But if I can combine this with Flash,
sure,
it will hit every enemy and give every enemy on screen a stack of Overgrowth, and then every enemy gets 3 stacks of Overgrowth, and then they all explode.
Fuck!
It is. I got this combination once, and it just kept clearing the screen, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
That sounds very broken.
Yeah, it's one of the best combinations I've gotten. So we'll try to finish up that one. We will definitely get it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you end up doing with that here. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay, but I think we're good now.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. I've got full Overgrowth. I've got full Flash. So the next swirly, here we go.
Oh my god.
Use Flash and Overgrowth together. So again, it's just these 2 things that, this is just what they do. It damages all the enemies and blinds them, but it also applies a stack of Overgrowth to all of them. And the area of effect damage from Flash also inflicts the status effect from Growth. Here we go!
Oh my god.
Boom. Anytime you see those big green grasses, it's just the explosion happening.
Fuck. It's not even fair.
Yeah. Hey, I got the corset. This one's actually not going to be very good because now the balls will go through enemies. So this is actually going to screw me a little bit, but I want to grab a new upgrade that I haven't gotten before.
Yeah, might as well.
It's still kind of
god, you're fine.
Yeah.
Chase, they're already dead.
Yeah, I could fuse those together. I don't really want to, though. It's fucked up.
Dude, I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Oh, it froze up, but we're okay. Quality's dipped a little bit on the stream, but I think we're still holding up. All right.
Okay. Well, we're almost done.
Yeah. Is this a skeleton boss again?
Yes.
Have you noticed a New Game Plus being more challenging, or like?
It certainly seems like enemies are taking more damage, but
yeah.
Also I've just got this broken combination on, so I'm fine. The bosses especially seem like they have more damage.
Yeah, they seem a little spongy. God, that every time a pop. That's very good. Cool. I can see why. What are we making here? Glacier.
So this is the earthquake and ice put together.
Nice.
And this is a little bit like swamp too. And there's another one that's like a magma, and these will create little extra guys on screen that will go up the screen, and when they contact the enemy, they do AOE damage.
Oh, nice.
Let's just lightning again, I guess.
You picked up all those really quick. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
God, that is just brutal. Just absolutely fucking brutal. You just have like a dotted line going to him. Look at that. God, you're so proud.
Oh my God.
Fuck. That was like an entire 3 or 4 rows, I felt like. God damn. That was crazy.
Yeah, sure. We can grab wind and make a storm, I think. Wind and lightning make storm. That makes sense.
Sure. Why wouldn't it?
Let's do storm. Emits lightning strike to nearby enemies every second, dealing 4 to 150 damage. Works for me.
Nobody is going to survive you.
I've got the grass attacking people. I've got 2 forms of lightning. I've got ice.
I'm curious how the grass is going to affect the boss.
It actually, you know what? This combination is going to really fucking suck for the boss.
Yeah.
Because when the balls get sucked to the back of the wall, and they aren't bouncing because the other character, they're just coming back to me. I'm gonna have to find some really creative angles to be able to hit.
Yeah.
The boss's weak point. So I might have actually screwed myself with this combination.
Could be.
But it's at least
we'll
good
find out in
a
few seconds. Because he should be popping up here really quick, I would imagine.
Yep. All right, here we go. Now I do have something that pierces stuff, so I might be able to pierce through the boss for some of the attacks that I do.
Well, that would get to the back then, right?
Yes. Hopefully. Because again, if not, we're going to have a real tough time hitting him.
Well, you're hitting
I guess we won't, because anytime the balls hit the back, they come back through the boss, so I guess that's the way of doing it.
I want to see the grass.
I'm still not getting very good damage on him, it seems. Although I think the glaciers, actually the glaciers are really helping me out because those are AoEs. So it's hitting behind him.
You got him down to half already.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll be okay. Certainly not as efficient when we had the couple, though.
Yeah, I'm like getting lost in the projectiles coming from him right now, like trying to look at.
But you actually get to see some of his attacks this time.
Well, nice. Yeah. I've definitely fought him a lot. I think it's crazy.
I'll say the hitboxes in this game are pretty generous.
Sure.
Like, there are times where I thought, "Whoa, I definitely got hit," and the game didn't. It said I didn't. Hey, I got a couple gears.
Nice, man.
So the more gears you unlock, the deeper you can go in the game. So you get a gear every time you beat the boss with a character. And because I'm playing with 2 characters, you get 2 gears.
Oh, smart.
That way. So once I get 6 now, then I can go into the second floor of the New Game Plus mode.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is
way cool, man. What a fucking thing.
I think this has been a pretty amazing year for games Chase likes.
Yeah.
And like franchises that I'm a huge fan of and I'm excited to go back to. You know, we got a Pokemon game, we got a Digimon game, we got a Dynasty Warriors game, and I'm over here thinking, is Ball Pit the best game I played this year? And it might be, honestly. There's so
wilder
cool
things have happened, man.
It's really, really cool.
I think that as we are two dudes that really try hard to cover the games industry, and if you're watching right now, we're about to do our credits so you can learn more about that, but it's been challenging to talk about the industry for a lot of reasons, but there are a lot of things that are still good reminders of why we need to fight those fights and take care of people. And in the midst of some of these bigger studios trying to figure out what people really want and how to be ethical and take care of people making games, single to smaller team developers are putting out things that have just captivated us in a lot of ways this year. And Ball Pit is certainly one of those. I'm going to move us over to credits here, Chase, to chat a little bit about what we do. We are the Casual Hour. We do a lot of video game commentary here on the stream. Every Wednesday night, we get together and talk about those games that we're playing and other fun facts around them. Mondays and sometimes Fridays are when we play live video games. You just tuned in for Ball Pit. This Wednesday is episode 444, and it is going to be a pretty stacked what you've been playing. We took last week off because I was traveling for work. I have been playing a lot of stuff. Chase probably has some more updates to share on the other games that he just mentioned. And then Chase, I am thinking about a new series for me on Fridays to try and entice me to be there. More solo, and I'm calling it Getting Clean While Talking Dirty. And it is going to be me playing Power Wash Simulator 2 and commenting on things that are not so cool and what we should do about it as I'm playing it. So getting clean while talking dirty with Bobby, where I will be making things spick and span on the old Power Wash Sim. I'll also call out this Friday is Halloween. We like to hand out candy in the neighborhood. We have a puppy. Those don't go hand in hand. So depending on how that goes and when those things are, could cut into the stream time. But it's also Arc Raiders, and the people I thought that were picking it up with me are no longer picking it up with me on launch. So I will see if I can find a good solo play for a bit until more adopt that game. But you can follow along with all the stuff that we do. We post the audio only of our podcast on Fridays. We've got a lot of stuff on our YouTube channel. You can find it right there on the links. We are very good about being live on Mondays and Wednesdays, but next week we will be doing our podcast on Monday because Chase is now going to be traveling for work. So you've got a good lay of the land for all things Casual Hour this week into next, but I could and more likely will do some fun little streams next week, especially on Wednesday while Chase is out, since it'll just be me. So
yeah, if it's not one of us, it's the other one, it seems.
Well, we were a 3-person show for a very long time. And now as a 2-person show, we do the best to accommodate because we've got big lives outside of this. This is a fun hobby that we do that we care a lot about. We try to put out something quality, but it always is balanced around work, life, all those things that come with it. So, and somehow, even after saying that, Chase has found time for even more podcasts outside of the Casual Hour. Chase, you can tell everybody what you do when you are not with me, and sometimes when I'm there.
I've got a couple things. One of them is Chase K Plays. That's my YouTube channel where I'm currently playing through Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the first one, in a series that's called Go Play a Star War with art by Bobby Peeves.
And me.
Good thumbnail art.
Thanks.
So go check out that. We finally got some new party members we've gone a few episodes without getting that, so it's real nice to feel like we're actually moving forward in the game. I killed a Ranker. That was cool. So yeah, go. That new episode comes out on this Wednesday, so go check that out. And then I've got another podcast I do with good friend of the show, Pierce Gorshane. It's called Pilot Program, where Pierce and I watch the first episodes of every television show ever made. Our newest episode is out right now. It came out yesterday, I think, maybe 2 days ago. But that is on Ping Pong the Animation, the 2014 anime show that is really good. Pierce had never seen it before, and he ended up really liking it, and that made me very happy because it's one of my favorites. So
awesome.
Go check that out. We've also announced what our next episode is going to be on. We're going to be watching Friday Night Lights. So I've never seen that before, but it's football season.
The movie was very good, and it has one of the best soundtracks. Explosions in the Sky did it. They're out of Texas, and one of my favorite.
On the movie or the show?
I know on the movie, but I think that they brought the big song from the movie into the show. Okay. I think it's you can look it up. It's called Your Hand in Mine by Explosions in the Sky.
Do you think I should watch the movie before I watch the show?
I remember the movie being pretty good, actually. Tim McGraw was in the movie, which I remember was a big thing at the time. That came out, if I'm not mistaken, that came out in the early 2000s. I did play football back then. So I felt it was a pretty earnest look at that. Like you had, I don't know, like I've never watched the show, but I thought the movie was okay, and I think it wouldn't hurt you to watch it. But
yeah, I'm just not sure if watching the movie is going to taint or color my experience of watching the show. I don't know, but I'm also the guy who often does a little too much research. So I could see myself watching the movie just because. The only thing I know, I know nothing about Friday Night Lights except for Clear Eyes, Full Hearts, Can't Lose. That's literally the only thing I know. Well, I think it's the only thing I need to know, but it is the only thing I know. So
let me know if you end up doing that.
Yeah, we're going to be recording in the next few weeks, I think. Pierce has some stuff going on, so we're trying to get another episode out before Thanksgiving. So we'll fingers crossed that works out. But yeah, so check out that. Check out Ping Pong. It's really good. And then look forward to Friday Night Lights. That's what I'm doing.
Sounds great. Thank you all for stopping by. Feel free to like, follow, engage, whatever we have to do these days on social platforms. We hope you have a good week, and we hope you play something new.